Good morning and welcome. Just a short thought for today. Romans 8 verse 28 says, "And we know that all things work together for good to those that love God, to those that are called according to his purpose." And we look at that sometimes and we look at our lives and we think of some of the things that we do and mistakes we make. And sometimes things come into our lives that are nothing to do with us, that affect our lives, and bad things happen. And we look at it and think, how can good come out of all of this? But the reality is that God wants to work for our good in every situation. We look at the life of Joseph. We read in the end of Genesis, and Joseph was sold by his brothers into slavery. He was thrown into prison, wrongfully accused, and yet God had it in his plan to promote him to be the second most powerful man in Egypt for the saving of many lives. We read in Genesis 50 verse 20 that his brothers, after Jacob had died, were concerned that Joseph was going to exact revenge on them. And Joseph said to them, don't worry, he says, what you intended for evil, God intended for good. And another way of putting it would be, what the enemy intends for evil, God intends for good. And that verse, I hope, is an encouragement to you that sometimes that when we see that everything's against us and things are going against us, sometimes God is working behind the scenes and he's working for the good of you and for others. So I just want to encourage you this morning that whatever you're going through, whatever you're facing, that God works for your good in all of it. Even if you've made the mistake, even if you've messed up, God works for your good in all of these situations. And sometimes you may be suffering because it's nothing of your doing. It may be bereavement, it may be illness, but God will work for your good in all of it. Just trust him, put your faith in him, and God will bring something good out of it. If you look back on your life in time to come, you're able to say, yes, I can see that God was in that. May God bless you this morning.